Alright, welcome. We are doing some car vlogs, I guess. Seven-figure day trader gets haircut. Boys, so far, week's been pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, you are gonna have losing weeks, and so far this week has been pretty losing for me. I am in drawdown on my funded accounts. It is what it is. Hopefully I don't lose them. I don't think I will. Yeah, bro, listen, you're gonna be in drawdown, and that's the issue. You guys know that I said this so many times, but you need to have a mechanical based trading system if you want to, make money in these markets. And I think evidently, I've known that for a fat minute. I've been doing this for a minute, boys. And I think what I realized is that a mechanical based trading system, you need it because I'm telling you, bro, these markets do so many random things. Like, it's actually crazy once you've been exposed to these markets for 2-3 years. Like, they move so differently and so drastically, and it's so hard to find patterns and correlations because, yeah, you can have certain principles. Like, okay, deep retracements, we're gonna have, your retests of your weekly opening level, your imbalances, everything, right? But when you actually try and, trade for 2-3 years discretionarily, not that I have, but like, you'll really notice how there's literally no statistical significance, right? And if you're trading discretionarily, I say this, that you have to have mechanized aspects, right? You need to be able to have a set time during the day while you're going to trade, because number one, also, you can't just scalp 24/7. If you have a job, if you have other responsibilities, you're not gonna be able to scalp 24/7. And also, you just can't be taking random scalps in both directions, right? There has to be some basis on this. It's tough, bro. It's really tough being profitable, and I tell everyone trying to become profitable and trying to embark on trading, like, it is really not easy. You need to, and also, side thing, you have to start this young, okay? If you want to start trading, you need to start trading young, because you will waste a lot of years later in your life if you don't start this young, right? So, learn how to trade, at a young age, okay? And yeah, you'll have a lot of time for, other things later in life if you decide not to do it. Also, we're going to the bank because I gotta give cash to my barber, so we're getting that. I feel like Doyle Exchange, bro, at this point, with his in his. I remember back in the day, he used to talk in his BMW i8. What do you get? He got a new Lamborghini, a Lamborghini Technica or some shit. Crazy, bro. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, I just, for this vlog, I don't really want to talk about anything specifically, but just in general, right? Being on the journey of trading and how frustrating it can get. Because remember, even at my level, by no means do I think, I'm good at trading, but by no means am I like a full master. I need like two more years under my belt on this, right? For me to be, a master at this craft. We're back. Quick little, had to go into the bank real quick. If you're on this journey to become a day trader, okay, you'll have so many people, especially on TikTok recently. There've been a lot of people saying, don't day trade. You're gonna lose money and you're gonna save years off your life. And I'm not gonna lie, they do have a point. Obviously, I disagree with them for content and stuff like that. They're not fully right, but they do have, a little bit of a point, right? People don't understand real day trading and real statistically significant day trading, and that's the issue of why they fail, right? As a retail trader employing retail-based trading strategies, you have to really understand that you need a back test. You need to collect very, very significant data on your trading system. And what does it mean to have a trading system, right? You need to enter in with a set of criteria, very critical steps, 1, 2, 3, that if those steps are met, you are entering with this risk to reward, with this stop loss, with this TP, you're trading this amount of time during the day, and you're taking these amount of trades per day. If you can do that, you are able to standardize all the variables to backtest, and you can just repeat that and collect data on that. The issue that people have when day trading is because they're just taking random setups, right? And believe me, I used to be like that. And sometimes, I still will have, those urges because, I'm only human, right? That's why I have a demo account, and I blow like 100 lots on the gold or whatever every time I want to do that, It's easy to gamble, man. It's easy to be in a gambler mentality and just do random setups, trying to take 1-to-1, scalp and whatever. Like, I get it, bro. I get it. But that's all the while more you have to have a trading system that actually makes you money. And I realized my trading system, unfortunately, I was very humbled in Q4 2023. I realized that my trading system is good. It made me a lot of money, right? But the drawdown, the max draw, and this is the sad reality of this, guys. If you're trying to prop trade, what you're gonna realize is that true trading is actually very depressing, Let me tell you why. Once you understand that you will have loss streaks, especially with systems that have low win rates, and that the prop accounts are not designed for systems that have low win rates, right? It's sad. I mean, not even low win rates. It's just, if you have a bunch of losses in a row, the prop firms are not designed for you to make money like that. You're gonna have to, trade a more like higher win rate system with a little bit lower risk to reward, so that your orders of winners and losses and losers aren't, are more evenly distributed. You're not having like 10 losers in a row and then 2 winners that might win. You might have an edge with that, but you're still gonna lose regardless. Like with futures firms, it's a bit different. With futures, it's designed for scalping, right? CFD firms are a bit different. Like, yeah, you can swing on CFD firms and whatnot, and make money. It works out. I really urge you guys to collect data, and I really urge you guys to have something mechanical, because you're just gonna feel so lost without some standardization in these markets, right? Like, obviously there's a couple, traders who are like really good at scalping discretionary. Like, listen, I'm not saying it isn't possible, but like, it's like very, very, very low. You have to be trading a certain pair, probably like NASDAQ or ES or something. I digress. The whole point of this video is talking about your journey to profitability and your journey to being a day trader, right? It's going to be very frustrating. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to want to quit so many times, okay? And when you have those thoughts of quitting, those feelings of, when you want to quit, that are going to make you feel so down, bro. Like, you probably just blew like 3 funded accounts in a row, 4 funded accounts in a row. You're like about to cry right now. You're in debt. Your savings are cooked. No job, no girlfriend, no nothing. And the reality is, bro, is that that's how it's gonna be. Are you gonna give up? Are you gonna fall under the pressure, or are you gonna lock in? Are you gonna figure out and start being disciplined? Are you gonna figure out your rules? Are you gonna stop lying to yourself? And are you going to lock in? I had like $1 million in Apex funding, right? With Apex Trader funding, $1 million, right? I passed my phase, my evals in $1 million. I paid the activation fees, which were a lot. It was like 2.4K, and I got up to requesting a $40,000 payout. I was so close to a $40,000 payout with Apex, right? And I hit a terrible loss streak in the system. There's literally nothing I could have done. I followed the system to a T, and I just hit a loss streak. And that humbled me, bro, because I was like, dang. I mean, I was fine so, but it was like, I got that far. I passed the evals first try, got the accounts, right? Got all the way to 3% profit. I had the trailing drawdown, locked in. It was gone, right? And then I lost the accounts after hitting like 5 losers in a row straight, and that's like never happened before, So, after that happened, bro, like that would wreck somebody. I guarantee you, a newbie trader, that would wreck somebody. I mean, I felt like slightly, discomforted, but then I posted that on TikTok. Oh fuck, I took the wrong turn here. I posted that on TikTok, and I got so much hate unnecessarily. It's like, what the fuck? You really got to be able to keep pushing forward from obstacles, but you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. You have to learn from your setbacks, and you have to get better from your setback. For example, if you blew an account because you took too many trades in a day, that should humble you to the point where you will never in your life ever take that many trades per day again. Because let me tell you another thing, right? These markets are so drastic, like I just told you guys. You'll think that there's some patternality towards how the market's working and it's trending, and then you'll just have like random dumps and pumps and random liquidation moves and wicks that just don't make any sense at all, right? And it's about how you manage risk during those times. Can you step away from the day, have a daily loss limit for the day, and then come back? That is how you become a better trader, and that's the sad truth. Overtrading truly, I can tell you this right now, overtrading truly is the crux of all traders, because the more you overtrade, there's a higher likelihood that you will lose money in these markets. That's why my scalping system has like 2 trades, right? On Apex, I would be taking 2 trades for the day. If I lost 2 trades on the day, I was done. I was absolutely done. So it's about how can you be disciplined, how can you learn from your setbacks, and how do you keep pushing forward, right? Goddamn Tesla, bruh. If you're on this journey and you see so many people, are profitable, they're getting payouts, they're making money trading, right? And you just hate yourself, that's one thing. You can't hate yourself. You can't compare yourself to all these people and all these gurus on social media, because I'm telling you, bro, a lot of it is not what it seems, right? You'll see a lot of these guys trying to flex their profits and whatnot just to make you feel bad or grow their community. And I mean, that's the sad reality of this industry. People are gonna, like, listen, I do that a little bit because, obviously I want to grow. I want to, grow the community. I want to grow the brand and stuff, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is that you can't take that to heart. If that is something that makes you feel bad, that you don't like seeing all these people post all those profits and whatnot, just block them, bro. Just block them out of your social media feed, right? Because that's not conducive to you. You feel me? Frustration, man. Hating yourself, not comparing yourself to others, feeling like giving up. These are all things that are very common, like the most common thing when you are embarking on this journey, right? And I tell you guys, why do you think I made my mentorship? Obviously, people are gonna be like, oh my god, you sell a course, you're a guru, right? But there's a reason why I made the mentorship. It is literally everything in one singular place. So if you are lost, if you don't know what works, what doesn't work, I'm literally telling you what works. I'm giving you the exact blueprint, right? And obviously you're gonna be paying for that acceleration. And this is another thing. If you don't want to pay for a course, if you don't want to pay for a mentorship, and you want to get profitable, you want to start making money in these markets, you have to apply yourself, bro. If you're not applying yourself, if you're just doing random shit every single fucking day, and you don't want to put the work in, but you expect to be profitable and you don't want to buy a course, then bro, you're like, just quit this industry. You're not going to make money, right? Like with anything in life. If you are not looking to trade by getting data, making a trading system, trying to trade mechanically from that sense, again, quit trading, because you will fail long term. Discretionary trading has a very, very low success rate. And I don't want you guys thinking that, you can take a trade here and then there, and, you're going to take a buy off this demand level, then you're going to sell off this RSI. It's not going to work long term, right? There's a reason why quants are in existence. There's a reason why, mechanical trading strategies are a thing and whatnots, and it's because they work, right? But here's the thing: you got to be executing them consistently every single day, and you got to understand the reality of executing them. Number one is you need capital. I don't say this lightly, but do not embark on trading if you don't have capital, right? And obviously prop firms are now a thing in 2024 and since 2016, 2021, where they could give you access to capital and give you actual money for your trading account. But again, the people who succeed in prop is very, very low. And again, it's very, very low because people don't understand what they're doing. They don't have the right education. And yeah, but trading on a personal account, if you don't have large capital, it's just, you're gambling, right? I would say minimum, like, just dabble your feet, like 10K minimum if you're going to put into a personal account. But like, if you want to make a full-time income trading, I would say minimum, bro, you gotta at least put in 50 to 75K into a personal brokerage account. That's if you want to go full-time. Because if you're making, like I said, even, 2 to 4% off that per month, off a personal account, that will be enough to pay your bills, pay your rent, pay whatever, pay your groceries. But in terms of growing an account, let me tell you guys something. The reason why people say, oh, you can trade with $10, you can trade with $100, you can trade with, $500 is because they're lying to you, number one. They're trying to push narrative on you. And what happens is when you have a small capital size, you're forced to risk more. Okay, so if you're risking more, your risk of ruin now increases, because if you don't have a trading system, you don't understand how the dynamics of trading works, right? Like, let's say you're risking 4% per trade. Okay, listen, bro, if you lose 25 trades in a row, you're cooked. Okay, you just lost your account. And never in hell would you ever risk 4% of your account if you had a substantial amount of capital, right? Maximum, I say, if you're applying a trading system, right, anywhere from 0.5 to 1%. But remember, you're utilizing the leverage that the broker gives you, right? So for example, on a futures broker, I think I've done the math, you have about like 1 to 200 effective leverage, right? On a CFD broker, like IC Markets, obviously they give you like 1 to 500 if you have like a professional license or whatever. But like, you can risk that 1%, but you can have it on a small stop, right? And obviously your lot size is going to be dependent on your stop loss size, right? And then that's where obviously you can hit those bigger numbers like 10R, 8R, 7R, 6R if you have a low win rate system like mine. But let me tell you another thing. It is impossible to predict when highs and lows are going to form. Okay, and like catching the exact tick reversal, the top of the move or bottom of the move, it is quite literally impossible. It's impossible. Okay, it's impossible to do with accuracy. That's what I mean. It's impossible to do with accuracy. It's not impossible to do with low accuracy, hence what my system is derived off of. I have a very controlled way of catching tops and bottoms. But again, there's a reason why it has a low win rate. It's not accurate, and that's the unfortunate nature of the truth. If everyone could predict the top and bottom of a market, exactly where it was going to reverse, the exact point, we'd all be billionaires. But you can't, right? So the people who LARP on you and say, oh, you can have a high win rate and you can have a high RR, they're lying to you. It's all fugazi, okay? It's like, I just went on a whole tangent, bro. It's grim. Trading is a grim reality. It's hard, okay? But if you have the right education and you're consistent every single day, it's possible. It truly is possible, right? With data collection, with mechanizing your time, right? For example, like, I don't scalp. For example, if I'm gonna scalp, right, I would not recommend scalping after 1 p.m. EST or noon EST. Those are cutoff times. You don't trade after that time because volatility dies out usually. But number two is, like, I would be scalping during New York session, right? So that's 8 a.m. EST. CFD open, or actual New York open. The stock market open is like 9:30 EST. But that's what I'm saying. Why do you scalp during that time? Is because, well, it's a highly liquid hour, right? So mechanizing your trading through that way, through time, through number of trades, and then just being consistent day by day and letting the equity curve play out, you will get rewarded, especially if you're trading with the prop firm. Right? I told you, like, Apex, I recommend them, right? Obviously, I don't know what they've been doing with their payouts and stuff, and their Discord's kind of down right now. They're designed for scalping, number one, but number two is designed for consistency. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love this Tesla's acceleration. Like, it's just, you can just cut traffic so nicely because you just accelerate so fast compared to all these other cars. It's just chef's kiss. Okay, when I say apply yourself, okay, do not overcomplicate things 30 billion times, or like with 30 billion concepts. Okay, ICT, all these crazy things, I'm telling you, bro, it is information overload. There's only a couple concepts that you need to be profitable. Obviously, I talk about them in the mentorship. Fuck it, I can even tell you right now, right? Retracements, your supply and demand, right? Your session highs, your session lows, your weekly opens, your monthly opens, your daily opens, your daily highs, your daily lows, your weekly highs, your weekly lows, right? That's really it, bro. That's literally all you need. And then just deriving a trading system based off that. So don't beat yourself up. You guys got this, okay? Please apply yourself. If you are failing in trading, I don't want you guys doing the same thing over and over and over again. In terms of, like, applying yourself, I want you guys to take a step back and reevaluate. Am I revenge trading? Am I not being disciplined? Am I being too greedy, etc.? And I mean, that should fix most of your issues. I think we're gonna cut off the vlog now because I don't want to make these vlogs too long because I know people lose interest. But with that, I will see y'all in the next video. I hope this helped your psychology and gave you some insight into your own trading, your own life. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace.